All right, so what we're looking at here are formulas that we can use to find the midpoint and the length of any segment on the coordinate plane. Check it out, it's pretty good. Okay, on a number line, the coordinate of the midpoint is the average of the coordinates endpoints. So if we take the endpoints A and B, add them together, divide by 2, we're going to find out the coordinate of the midpoint. Pretty good. If you were in the coordinate plane, what you would do is you would average the x coordinates for the x coordinate and average the y coordinates for the y coordinate. So you'd say for these 2 points, x1, y1, and x2, y2, here and here, you would say for the x coordinate, x1 plus x2 divided by 2 will give you the x coordinate of the midpoint, and y1 plus y2 divided by 2 will give you the y coordinate of the midpoint. Average each coordinate. Pretty good. So then let's try those formulas out. Segment AB has endpoints at -4 and 9, as you can see on the number line. What are the coordinates of its midpoint? So how do you do it? You, as we said, you average the endpoints. So you say -4 plus 9, which is 5, divided by 2. And so at 2.5 right there, you have the midpoint, okay? What about for when it's in the coordinate plane? Okay, you have endpoints 7, 5 for E and 2, -4 for F. Remember, we average the x coordinates for the x coordinate. So here we say 7 and 2. We're going to add them together, divide by 2. We get 4.5 for the x coordinate. And we average the y coordinates for the y coordinate, 5 and -4. 5 plus -4 divided by 2 is 1 divided by 2, or 0.5. So 4.5, 0.5, 4.5, 0.5, right there is the midpoint. Got it? Try it with this got it problem right now. Okay, so some people consider this to be a little bit more challenging, but it's really just, you just got to pay attention to what you're doing, and it makes logical sense. So check it out. You have a midpoint and one of the endpoints, and you're trying to find the other endpoint, okay? And you know what the midpoint formula is. Midpoint formula says you average the x coordinates for the x coordinate of the midpoint, you average the y coordinates for the y coordinate of the midpoint. We're going to use that. So check it out. Okay. CD, segment CD, has its midpoint at -2, 1, and one of the endpoints here at C is at -5, 7. What's the other endpoint? Obviously, this is a line, so you're like, well, there's no endpoint. And it's like, well, okay, but if we called this a segment, CD, D is somewhere down here, and this is right in the middle, so it's got to be the same distance from there, there. How do we calculate it? Okay. Well, we know that if you, first of all, let's say that the one coordinate set of coordinates we know, -5, 7 for C, is x1 and y1. Okay? Because we know that the formula is x1 plus x2 over 2. So we can put in x1, -5 there, but we don't know this. This is a variable that we don't know. Okay? But let's just do the same for the other one, for the y's. Okay? We can take y1 and put it there, 7. y2 we don't know, so we call it y2, over 2. Okay? Now, if this is supposed to calculate out to be -2, that's what the midpoint's x coordinate is, then we can say this little expression is equal to the -2 that it needs to be. This equals -2. And we can do the same thing for y. This part of the formula, the y coordinate from this and the y coordinate that we don't know from this, divided by 2 will equal 1, so we can take this piece and set it equal to 1. And now we just solve it. Multiply both sides by 2. We get -4 equals what we get on top, -5 plus x2, and then add 5 to both sides. Okay, add 5 to both sides. We get x2, the x coordinate of that second point is 1. And if we do the same thing over here, multiply both sides by 2, 1 times 2 is 2. And now we've got the 7 we've got to take away. So we subtract 7 from both sides, and we find that 2 minus 7 is -5. So the y coordinate is -5. So we have 1, -5. You should probably watch this twice to really see what's going on. I'm going to let the video speak for itself, and you can watch it twice. Okay? Here's the got it problem. All right, so we already know how to do the distance on a number line. We subtract one value from the other and take the absolute value because it's positive. But what about if it's in the coordinate plane? Okay, well, there's a formula for it here, and it's based in the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, and that's what it says right here. But the essential idea here is that you can say, if we take the difference between the x coordinates, x2 minus x1, and square it, so we have this length squared, plus the difference between the y coordinates, y2 minus y1, which gives that distance, squared plus that squared, and then you square root the whole thing, that's going to be that, which is essentially the hypotenuse of this. Okay? Short answer, this is what you do with the 2 points as endpoints in order to find the distance between those 2 points. If one point is x1, y1, and the other point is x2, y2, you find the difference between the points, the x coordinates, and that number is squared, plus the distance of the y coordinates, and you square that, add them together, and then find the square root. So let's apply this concept now. Let's use this formula. What's the distance between these 2 points? U, which is at negative 7 comma 5, and V, which is at 4 comma negative 3. It says round to the nearest tenth. What do? We take that distance formula and we plug those numbers in, okay? If the first point is x1, y1, then where x1 is, you put that. Where y1 is, you put that. You need parentheses in order to put it in, so that, because what you have here is the negative of a negative. So you got to keep those negatives separate. Whenever you put in a value, you take the variable that was there and you put parentheses and sub it in. Okay? So sub in all of these numbers essentially into the formula, and what you see we get here, we can simplify this out to be 4 minus negative 7 is 11 squared, negative 3 minus 5 is negative 8 squared, and when you square numbers, you get positive every time. So we get 121 plus 64 is 185. So we're taking the square root of 185. And they just say, just use the calculator, round it to the nearest tenth. And if you know how to do that, great, on the calculator. If you don't, let me know what calculator you got, and I'll help you. Okay? Try this got it problem, or these got it problems, rather. Good luck. Okay, here's your lesson check problems. Let's see how you did on this. Good luck.